Life of Brian, a new play written by Michael Diltz, performed by the Ponderosa Players on March 21st, 2015. This is a 60th birthday production. Interior Hospital Day. We are in the bustling corridor of the maternity ward. Babies scream, bottles fly. A crib holding a beautiful baby boy rocks gently in the viewing window. Announcements can be heard over the speaker system, heralding the arrival of the newest guests.
The date is March 21st, 1955. 9 years ago, 7 months and 11 days have passed since the bombing of Nagasaki launched the atomic age, ended a hot war, and laid the foundation for a Cold War that would last for 4.5 decades. In Princeton, New Jersey, one of the magi of the nuclear era, now regretting his role in the creation of such horrific technology, has lost his way in the maze-like corridors of the Princeton Hospital.
Sir, can I help you?
Yeah, somehow I do not think so.
Are you lost, sir?
Lost relative to what?
Are you looking for someone?
Yeah, I'm trying to find someone who can unify everything to a single field. Do you know anybody like that?
Well, this is the nursery, sir.
The nursery, yeah?
I'm not sure you're going to find that here.
Aha!
Oh, did you have an idea?
No, you stepped on my foot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is this the child of a family member?
No, I do not have any family here.
Oh, then I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This is an area for relatives only.
But everything is relative.
What do you think you are, Einstein?
Well, I've been seeking that for 76 years, but perhaps it is time for a change.
Pardon me?
Well, I wish I could start over, like that baby there. Or maybe I could do something different with my life instead of helping people to kill each other, you know? Maybe I could become a musician. I could be an artist, yeah? What
Sir,
happened to your hat there? I would be a doctor of the soul.
really, I must
Like
just
Shlomo, you know my friend, there's one Shlomo, right? Yeah? I could be a doctor of the soul.
Sir, I must ask you to leave.
Ah, okay, very well. I'll feel the same. I'll feel the same, kleines Kind. Yeah? Maybe we meet on the other side of the universe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, all right. I have a feeling I'll be back here in this very same hospital in a very short time, but I'll be the same.
I'll be the same. The birth.
The birth. We'll probably find out.
Ah, look at the effort. Look at effort. He suffers in effort. Effort?
That was, I don't remember that. I don't think that's, I only got a B plus. I got an A's and everything else, but I wasn't trying too hard. That's what it looks like. And my conduct was not so good. My handwriting wasn't, spelling, handwriting, and effort, that's not my spelling.
Said with someone who has straight A's, but that wasn't a strong suit because it wasn't A plus.
Not enough effort to have straight A's.
Hearing of the classroom, it's the morning. Students are at their desks, dressed in uniform. Boys in salt and pepper pants with white shirts, girls in navy skirts, and princess collar blouses. A statue of Mary watches over the adolescent class. A crucifix hangs in front of the room over the blackboard, and there's an American flag on one side and a Vatican flag on the other. A picture of Pope Paul VI hangs on the other wall.
That's right.
The baby in the nursery ward of Princeton Hospital grew up in a world that quickly made its peace with the constant threat of nuclear annihilation, mostly by ignoring it. Life went on. The Cold War went on. Crises came and went. Presidents were assassinated, many wars flared up, and the 60s arrived. Rock music, the Beatles and the Stones, and interminable psychedelic guitar solos. Buried away in a quiet suburb of swingin' San Francisco, there was one place untouched by the ravages of the modern world, and one person warming blissfully ignorant that the Middle Ages had been over for 500 years. At St. Catherine of Siena Elementary School in Burlingame, California, Sister Mary Imelda ruled with an iron.
That's true, Sister Mary.
I may look old, senile, and wearing glasses as thick as Coke bottles, but appearances are always deceiving. I know what evil is lurking in your childish little minds, yes? If there's one thing you need to learn before you leave St. Catherine's, it is that black is black and white is white. I have eyes in the back of my head. I see you, Mr. Dills. I see you behind my back. What are you doing?
Sister, I thought you could see me.
Don't be disrespectful, Mr. Dills. Stand up and tell the class what you were doing.
Sister, I was just doodling.
Well, Mr. Dills, show me your so-called doodles.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What are these? Satanic symbols?
No, sister.
Well, what kind of horrible demonic creature is this supposed to be?
Sister, it's a cartoon. It's supposed to be you.
Mr. Dills, I suppose you think this is very funny, don't you?
Well, I know it's not a very good likeness, but it's just a cartoon.
Mr. Dills, answer me. What color is black?
Well, if we're talking about pigments, then black is really the combination of all colors.
Trying to be clever again, are we, Mr. Dills? Do we enjoy public humiliations? Now sit down. Sit down. Take this paper. Now turn it over. And in order to help you remember that black is black and white is white, you will now write that 100 times.
Yes, sister.
Now, class, as I was saying, this is an unfortunate interruption. Mr. Dills, why aren't you writing?
Well, I'm done, sister.
Oh, done already? Oh, I suppose you think you're so very, very clever because you only wrote the single word that 100 times, I'm sure. Show me your paper, Mr. Dills.
Yes, sister.
There are only 4 words on this sheet. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Dills?
Well, you said to write that 100 times, and those are the 4 words that I wrote.
That 100 times. Mr. Dills, you would make a good Jesuit, yes, you would. But unfortunately, I expect you'll end up burning in hell for all eternity instead. Then we'll see what Satan makes of all your cleverness. That 100 times.
In a lovely sort.
It's like Miss McKenna.
There are butterflies pinned on the bulletin board over the desk. An Easter egg hardens in a closet nearby. Orange bedspreads on the bunk beds around there are neatly made for a change. There's a pile of bow-ups. Not everybody knows what those are, but I think you guys. In the corner, and there's a giant poster of the band Chicago decorating the sliding closet doors.
That's right.
An antique monophonic record player is playing Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I can hear it now. Oh, what a lucky man he was.
That's right.
As it turned out, both the Jesuits and Satan would have to wait. Instead of being committed to a seminary or released into the immoral environment of the public school system, the innocent grammar school student was enrolled in a Catholic all-boys college preparatory high school run by the Archdiocese of San Francisco, where his Christian education continued. After 3.5 more years of self-contradictory indoctrination, he was more confused than when he had begun.
Eddie understands that.
Hey, what are you doing?
Writing an essay.
What kind of essay?
You know, when you apply to college, you have to write some kind of essay.
You mean an essay about why you're applying and what do you want to do when you get admitted?
Yeah, except I have no idea what I want to do or what I want to be.
Kind of figure that out as you go along, you know?
Is that what you did?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'd always been interested in language, but I never even realized there was such a thing as linguistics. I mean, I started out trying to be an English major, but all of that literary criticism is just so impressionistic.
Yeah.
I mean, most English professors don't even know how language works. They only know how they respond to something somebody else wrote.
Yeah.
It's all just a subjective experience of what they've read, and then they just try to justify it.
Yeah.
Are you just saying yeah, or are you actually listening to what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
Well, let's see what you've got. It's just a drawing. You're not even writing anything.
I told you, I don't know what I want to do.
Why don't you just study art?
Art? You can study art?
You can study anything. You can write your own major now. I'm not sure they would teach you in art exactly, but I'm sure there's some techniques or skills.
Yeah.
The sketch was pretty good, you know. Maybe you should study art.
I could, but
But what?
how could I change the world?
Is that what you want to do?
Well, you know, the world is such a mess. I mean, who would want to belong to it? It's just so confusing.
Not everybody thinks so. I mean, some people just can't wait to...
To what? Go out and everyone else behave the way they think people should behave? And convince people to give them all their money and then say, thanks for manipulating me?
That was cynical. I have trained you well.
Trained? I've had my own observations, you know.
But who taught you to observe? You had to learn what to look for, you know, just so that you could have the ammunition to argue with me.
Maybe, but so what? I still have to write this stupid essay.
That's it? You don't have any other homework?
Just French, but that's a joke. I have Hedman, Mr. Hedman, and he can barely hold his own English. So French I can do in class while he's rambling incoherently.
Maybe you should just write your essay on that.
On what? Mr. Hedman being clueless?
No, that whole thing about wanting to belong to the world and that whole manipulation thing.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that would go over well, like a ton of bricks.
Or a Led Zeppelin? No, come on, it's the 70s. Colleges are looking for students who question received knowledge and know how to ask interesting questions. Don't worry. Or you could just write how you've always loved art and then submit your portfolio.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Gotta go. Bonne chance, mon frère.
Quoique.
Wow.
That was Nippero Sarah High School.
Oh, there's me up there.
That is you. That 70s hairdo.
French mates.
I think I actually was the
We
book
need
I
that now. We still need that.
For $1.95.
See, he was working towards meeting you.
That's right. That's right.
Amazing, Dave.
A smelly classroom built in the 50s with asbestos ceilings and stained linoleum flooring. A teacher in mismatched jacket and slacks stands in front of the room. He's wearing oversized horn-rimmed glasses, and whenever he turns to write on the blackboard, one of the students aims a wad of paper at the back of his
Mr.
head.
Hedman.
The next day, in Mr. Hedman's advanced French senior tutorial, students who had dutifully completed the previous day's assignment quickly realized that they had only wasted their time.
French is a romance language. Does anyone know why? Anyone? Anyone? Mr. Dill. I didn't see you raise your hand.
It's a Joe Fool show.
So I'm going to ask you, why is French called the romance language?
It has to do with Rome, doesn't it? French is derived from Latin.
From Latin? Who told you that?
My brother. He's a student at UC Berkeley.
Berkeley? Well, that makes him infallible like the Pope.
Oh.
Doesn't it? Wrong. Anyone else? Bassiano, you, Bassiano. Back there.
It is the language of romance. That is why it is a romance language.
At least someone's been last listening. Mr. Deltz, I'm going to give you one chance to redeem yourself. Did you do last night's homework assignment?
Oui, j'ai fini mes devoirs.
What? I asked you a simple question. Can't you give me a simple answer? Well, you already have a D for the day. Let's see if you can do that, something to bring that to a D+. Conjugate the verb Prindra.
You mean pond?
I believe I was clear in my request. Class, was I clear?
Yes.
Bassiano, was I clear?
Yes.
Mr. Dilt?
Je prends to prawn.
What was that again? Say that again.
Je prends.
Incorrect. You're not pronouncing all the letters. Spell it, please. I take.
P, R, E.
What? What? I can't understand you. Spell it in English, please.
R-E-N-D-S.
Stop right there. You said NDS. What happened to those letters when you're conjugating the verb?
You don't pronounce them.
You don't pronounce them? Why not?
Because it's French.
This is ridiculous. Why would any language use letters in its spelling system when it neglects to pronounce? Can you think of any language that does that?
English.
What on earth are you talking about? What letters in English are used to spell a word that are left out of pronunciation? Think about it. It's completely inefficient. No language would ever...
Through.
What did you say?
Through. It's an English word. Ever heard it? Ever seen it?
Mr. Dilch, your tone is bordering on insubordination.
Sorry, I'll have to speak more clearly so there isn't any doubt. Through. How many letters?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, sorry again, I'll do the math for you.
Mr. Dilch, you're on the road in detention now.
There are 7 letters in through. Count them yourself. The TH at the beginning makes a single sound, and so on and so forth.
Jug, Mr. Dilch. Do you know what jug means?
It's a TH with the tongue stuck between the teeth. Should the T, it's the T plus the H, a breathing sound. When you put them together, it's like someone lifting.
Jug means detention, Mr. Dilch. How much jug you want to earn for yourself?
Then there's the R sound, okay? And then the OU, it usually spells owl, like in out, right?
1 week, Mr. Diltz. 1 week of jug.
But here it's just ooh, one sound, just ooh.
I think you've earned the principal's jug by now. I'm not going to waste a whole week on it.
Then there's the GH. What sound does GH make? I'm asking you, Mr. Hedman.
Excuse me? You're asking me?
It makes the hard G sound in ghost. It's an English word, Mr. Hedman. Learn it.
Are you giving me orders now?
But in cough, it spells F.
Now, just a darn minute, Mr. Diltz.
So what does GHOTI spell? Do you know, Mr. Hedman? What does GHOTI spell?
What?
It spells fish. GHOTI spells fish.
Fish, Mr. Diltz, as you know very well, fish starts with...
It's a GH as in cough, O as in women, plural, and T as in fiction. GHOTI spells fish.
Mr. Diltz, I think I've had just about enough of this. Well, that's it for today for class. You're dismissed, except for you, Mr. Diltz.
I know, I'll see you in Jug.
Well, you won't see me. I've got things to do when I get out of this hellhole. But you'll report to Father Andre for Jug. This afternoon at 3 and every afternoon for the rest of the year.
But I have a job after school.
You should have thought of that, Mr. Diltz. If I were you, I would let my employer know that I will not be arriving on time. Perhaps they can find a substitute or even a permanent replacement. Employers don't like tardy employees.
Yeah, you're lucky the school doesn't seem to mind incompetent.
What did you say? What
you heard me, or do I have to give you another remedial English lesson?
I'm going to...
You're going to what? You've already given me a jug for the rest of the year. After that, I'm out of here and you can't touch me.
Mr. Diltz!
I've got nothing to lose now. See you at graduation.
Mr. Darn, I was going to ask him to take me through that GH thing. I could use that to get a date.
Wow.
Cool newspaper? Called you Joe Cool? Why?
Because I was.
I mean, look at that picture there.
I mean, look, yeah, come on.
Joe Cool.
I was cool.
You were cool.
So they created that label for the...
Well, somebody that wrote on the newspaper.
What was it?
What was, yeah.
What was so cool?
Yeah, what was the point?
What were you doing?
He was
It
Mr.
was,
Joe Cool. That's who he was.
I just was
Cool.
cool. No, I mean, Okay.
Interior Resource Center, late afternoon. The Resource Center is a large open classroom ringed with bookshelves stacked with a disheveled assortment of volumes, which Father Zoff has rejected from the school library.
Well, this is still.
Where's Sarah?
Sarah, this is still high school.
Some have to do with the
Father Zoff has
so-called...
been there for 45
forever,
years.
yeah. Some have to do with the so-called facts of life. Some are rather odd choices for Catholic schools, such as Terry Southern's satirical and occasionally scatological novel, The Magic Christian, lately made into a movie starring Peter Sellers and Ringo Starr. Obviously, the item was selected for its title alone. Rows of tables are arranged in the middle of the room, and several students are slouching in chairs, throwing the ubiquitous wads of paper at each other, and the earnest, white-collared priest who putters around at the front of the room.
Father Andre's Jug. A dismissal fate dreaded by generations of students at Junipero Serra High School. One of the key tools used by the faculty to guarantee discipline and order in the classroom. Before Father Andre's Jug, it was Father O'Donnell's Jug. And in fact, Father Andre has only been on the job a couple of years since Father O'Donnell quit the priesthood and ran off with a lovely young 18-year-old from Notre Dame High School, Sarah's all-girl sister school. So, truth be told, Father Andre is pretty new at the job. And truth be told, the fact can be rather obvious to the discerning eye.
It's Father Andre.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome. Father Andre's Jug. Thank you for signing in. Our first item on the agenda is
Singing Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Who said that? All right, 2 more weeks for all of you. Now, we will take roll to make sure that everyone who is supposed to be here is here, with no imposters or interlopers.
Interlopers?
Yes, interlopers, intruders, encroachers, trespassers, invaders, infiltrators, none of those. We don't want any of those. Any questions? Good. You all understand English? Good. I will now take roll. Antipasti.
There.
Bruschetta. There are 2 bruschettas here? Okay. Cannelloni. Fettuccine. Linguine. Macaroni.
Yes.
Macaroni. Macaroni.
President.
Macaroni is not president. Vermicelli.
A lot of Italian. A lot of Italians in this school.
Zitti. Zitti? All right. Now, anyone here whose name I did not call?
Me.
What's your name?
Dilts.
No, I called you.
No, you didn't?
Why are you here?
Mr. Hedman sent me.
Hedman. Oh. Here you are. I called you.
But my name's not Ziti, it's Dilts.
Ziti, yes. I called you. You look like a Ziti.
But Father,
Silence! I don't have all afternoon. None of us have all afternoon. Well, you may have all afternoon, and you, but I do not have all afternoon. I'm a busy man. I have important things to do. It's very important. In fact, the things I have to do are so important that I...
Get on with it.
Get on with it. What? That's what I said. Get on with it. You're all here for punishment. You are here for penance, sanctions. You're here for punition, retribution.
Forfeit.
Yes, you're here for forfeit. That's right. And so, I sentence you to... Well, your teachers. They've already assigned... haven't they already given you...
Homework, Father?
Yes, that's right. Homework. What a horrible punishment. Horrible waste of a perfectly good afternoon. Well, you will do all your homework. Have I made myself clear?
Just do our homework, Father?
That's what I said.
No additional penalties?
Penalties? What is your name again?
My name is...
Yeah, Ziti. Ziti. Yeah. Why is everyone laughing?
You're laughing. My name isn't Ziti, Father.
You look like a Ziti. What do you mean your name isn't Ziti?
Well, I think it's a joke name, Father.
A joke name? Ziti is a joke name? What's so funny about Ziti? I suppose you're going to tell me that fettuccine's a joke name. And manicotti? Macaroni?
All joke names, Father.
So who?
Ryan, stop.
Oh, can we have some silence in this jug? Who here has a joke name? Anybody? You are the only one with a joke name. You are the only person in this room who has a joke name, so perhaps you should learn to take your name more seriously. Do you understand me?
Okay, but my name is Dilt.
I see that you are not going to take this seriously, and that in itself is quite a serious offense, Mr. ZT. I have to warn you, this insubordinate attitude may well be added to your permanent record. So, you know what that means? When you're applying to Holy Cross, when you're applying to bloody name and sacred open gash in the thorax and all the top institutions in this great Christian country of ours, do you want the name ZT to be associated with this kind of flippant and impudent and impertinent and facetious and frivolous and completely inexcusable? Excuse me. I'm afraid something has come up. For me, not for you. You, all of you, will stay here until 4 o'clock, and you will do your homework. All of you. What was that? I, on the other hand, I will not have to stay here. I am needed. I'm an important man. Think about that, all of you, while you stay here. This may be your last opportunity to learn that black is black and white is white. Mr. Manicotti? Mr. Manicotti? Yes, you, back there. Mr. Manicotti, what color is black?
Black, Father.
Very good, Mr. Manicotti. And you, Mr. Ziti, what color is white?
Well, Father, in French it's blanc, which is from a Frankish word meaning gleaming or shining. It goes back to Germanic root meaning dazzle or blind. In Old Norse, the same root shows up as blacker, and in English it ends up as black. So ultimately, white is black and black is white.
And who told you all of this? Was it Satan?
My wise, all-knowing brother, Father, he's a student here, and now he's a student at the University of California.
A student. A mere student fills your head with all of this nonsense? Oh, I really can't stay entertaining as all of this has been. But you will stay here. You will all do your homework. Think on your sins. And repent.
Hey, where are you all going?
Where do you think, Sherlock?
Well, we can't leave. He has all of our names.
Does he? Mr. ZD? That's not my name, Father, you dumb duck. Thanks for being so helpful. Here, have a fish.
I'm sure he's gonna find out, guys.
What? He has eyes on the back of his head. Come on, don't be a dork.
All right, fine.
UCSC campus.
Uh-oh.
Daytime.
Uh-oh.
We're in college. The busy plaza in front of the Bay Tree bookstore. Students jostle each other as they crowd in and out of the entrance.
Slugs.
Tables with colored umbrellas are distributed at random intervals, and a group of Hare Krishnas chanting in a corner.
Yes.
The various distributors of flyers and other literature are harassing the passersby.
They sure did.
In the mid-1970s, when the radical 60s were over and done with in the rest of the world, they were still alive and well on the UC Santa Cruz campus. Here was the perfect place to find an antidote to 12 long years of Catholic private school education. Here, one can explore the deep questions of life without artificial or arbitrary limitations. Whether or not one found any meaningful answers, however, was an entirely different matter.
That's true.
Slight pause here.
Slight pause.
Searching for meaning, yeah, it takes a while.
UC Santa Cruz.
Here, take a copy of this flyer.
What? enlightenment is knowing you are a machine. What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Come to the S seminar, you'll find out.
S? Isn't that Werner Erhard? Does he say this?
Come to the seminar.
Except his name isn't really Werner Erhard, is it? It's John Rosenberg.
That's right.
Or was that just his machine name? Hey, how much is the seminar?
$5,000.
You gotta be kidding me. I don't have that kind of money.
It's worth it when you get it.
Why? What happens when you get it?
You go to more seminars and you get other people to come to more seminars.
So that's what you're doing? Great. Thanks for the flyer.
Hey man, you want to learn how to meditate? It's free.
What's the point of meditating?
Well, it makes you happy. It brings you bliss. You learn to let any negativity that comes to you like fall like a raindrop into the ocean of the bliss.
I'm already happy. At least I think I'm happy. I mean, I would be happy if I could figure out what the heck is going on.
Think about it, no thoughts.
Just Hare Krishna. It costs nothing. Here.
What are you chanting?
Hare Krishna.
What does it mean?
It's the name of God.
So why bother chanting?
Because it's the name of God.
You already said that.
All sounds are the name of God.
Judy.
Hi, have we met?
I'm Judy. We've seen each other around. We crossed paths in the Antro department. Weren't you at Antro 101?
Oh yeah, right. I'm Brian.
What, were you afraid I was going to stick you with a fly or a hunk of burning pink powder?
Yeah, maybe.
Going my way, heading over to the linguistics department. There's a guy I know there who's teaching some interesting stuff. Name's Grinder, John Grinder.
Oh, I was gonna sign up for his class.
You should. It'll change your life.
Okay.
Get it. I'm a fish.
That's really Judy is the person that
A large lecture hall at Stevenson College. Students file in and find seats in the rows of uncomfortable tablet arm desks.
Yeah.
Brian and Judy sit in the front row. A charismatic, bearded professor strides confidently into the room.
I know.
There are points in history when planets align, energy patterns conspire, and worlds collide. 1976 was one of those points. But in 1975, sitting in John Grinder's linguistics class, all of the aligning, conspiring, and colliding was still in the future. Still, it was apparent to any careful observer that an interesting game of some kind was afoot.
I'm excited for this Grinder class.
Yeah, should be good. Hope he's hot.
You must be running late. We can practice ad-libbing.
Sure.
Grinder had a gas attack, but he'll be okay.
Grinder was probably busy organizing students to lie down in the middle of the road to protest Vietnam or something.
Like some students did on the fish hook a couple of weeks ago here.
Yes. Oh,
Hi there.
There he is.
Thanks for enrolling in this class. Before we get started, I want to take care of a little bit of preliminary business. Did anyone just sign up for these lectures to satisfy some bureaucratic requirement? Anybody? Anyone not interested in learning linguistics? Yeah, you guys? Okay. There's no point in you coming to class, no point in me teaching you, so meet me after class and you'll get credit for this class without wasting your time or mine.
That is the absolute truth.
Okay, for those of you who are left, okay, I'm curious, what did you enroll? What did you think linguistics is? How many of you think you're going to learn a lot of languages? Memorize a bunch of words in different languages, and well, if you think that, you're not really wrong, but you're not right either. We're not here to learn languages, we're here to learn about language.
That's right.
About languages. What do languages have in common? How are they different and why? We're going to be looking at this structure of language, not its content.
Right.
Make sense? Yeah? Make sense? Good. All right. It might not make complete sense right away, but it will. Let's start with an example. You in the front row, you guys are probably here because, you know, you're interested or you wouldn't sit in front. Why are you here? Why did you enroll?
Well, I thought it would be an important thing to learn.
Did you hear that? There's nothing particularly unusual about that sentence he just said. It's the kind of thing we all say all the time, but if you listen to what he's leaving out, what he's not saying, okay, important. Important to whom? Important in what way? Okay, well, you know, I can fill in my own ideas about what's left out, but I mean, it's important to me because large enrollment makes me look better to the powers that be. I'm a popular professor. I can draw a crowd, right? But not probably what you meant. Is that what you meant?
No.
I didn't think so. So to whom is it important in what way? Do you even know yourself? Or are you using vague language to camouflage vague thinking?
It's important to me. I am interested in learning more because it's, I've heard it's valuable.
So here we go again. You heard it's valuable. Heard from whom? It's valuable to whom? In what way? I mean, I don't really care what your answers are, but I think you should, because if you can answer those questions to your own satisfaction, you're going to know a lot more about yourself and why you do the things you do.
It sounds more like psychology than language.
What is psychology? It's also cybernetics, it's neuroscience. All of these distinctions are arbitrary. Without language, there is no psychology, there's no thought, there's no reality. Language is how we experience the world and explain it to ourselves. Without words, there are only sensations. Just ask Helen Keller. When we understand how language works, really understand it, we can build a better reality.
Better than what? Better for whom?
Very good. Very good. That was a comparative deletion. You caught me.
You're going to have to come up with a word for this.
Pardon me?
If words define our reality, then you need a word for this new area that combines all these other fields. You need a word to make it real.
No, I'm working on that.
How about linguoneuronic systems theory?
Linguoneuronic systems theory. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but LNST. LNST, it might work. I'll consider it, thanks. Well, let's call this a wrap for the day, and I'll see you all next time.
Oh my gosh, that's where it all started.
You suggest linguoneuronic
No, I
systems
didn't.
theory?
There was some literary license happening here.
Oh, we have French?
French.
French?
Oh.
Language and communication?
Supposition.
A nondescript meeting room at the community center in Santa Cruz. A mismatched set of folding chairs holds the sparse but dedicated audience. New participants seem to arrive at random, independently of the announced starting time.
The new convert took to his chosen field like a fish to water, or like a dolphin to a fish. In a little while, the first generation of disciples had graduated and was now teaching the second and third generations. It was a magical time and a magical place, but it still had its ups and downs.
C'est moi.
Is that you?
I want to start by thanking all of you for being here. My name is Judy.
And my name is Robert.
Robert? Since when have you been Robert?
All my life, I've always been Robert.
Just a darn minute. Last time I checked, you were Brian. When did you stop being Brian?
I didn't stop, I've always been Brian too. I'll explain all of this later when we have more time, but right now we have a class to teach.
Okay, alright. So first, I just want to make sure you're all here to learn about NLP. Am I right?
NLP, Latin professor. Weenie, Timwee. I came, I saw, I was anxious.
No, that's not here. You go down the hall to the left.
To the left. Sorry. Well, they take.
So, NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Everyone else is here for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, I hope? Yes? Do you have a question?
Is this the National Logging Partners?
Logging partners?
Yes! E-commerce for lumberjacks!
No, I'm sorry, this isn't about lumber.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all night and sleep all day. Who's with me? Are you okay?
Lumberjacks are down the hall to the right. Yes, I'm okay and you're okay.
Anti-Semites.
Now, let's get started. Time's a wasted. Okay, another question in the back?
Yeah, are we supposed to bring our own brushes or do you supply them?
Brushes?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're here for the Nordic landscape painting. I'm wondering if we're supposed to bring our own brushes. Aren't you wondering? Do you supply them?
No, this isn't a painting class. We're not here to paint. We're here to change the world.
Okay, so where are we supposed to go?
Yeah. No idea.
You're on your own, just like the rest of us. Now, let's start this class. Actually, what just happened is a good example of my first point. Language and communication in general rely on our assumptions about how the world works. So, So let me explain how this, Hi.
We're for NLP, right?
The signs confusing you?
Well, this is nice loony people. Signs were confusing, you're right about that. I kept following this sign that said exit and ended up outside the building, but here I am.
Well, you're here now, so...
yeah, that's right, I'm here now.
Yeah, so nice loony people, you said?
Nice loony people, right? I mean, everybody here's a nice loony person, right? I mean, I go other places and I talk about NLP, nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, but here, nice loony people, I'm sure...
actually...
I think you'll be right at home here. Let's
oh, thank you.
Okay. Well, anyway, we were talking about communication, and I wanted to make the point that words don't have any meaning on their own. They only mean what we agree they should mean. A word is not a thing. A word is a word, just a sequence of sounds.
What did he say?
He said a bird is the word. That's a squeaker of sounds.
So that brings up the notion of presupposition. I have a set of experiences that I bring to a conversation. Judy might have another, different set. When I tell Judy that the moon is full, I'm assuming that there is such a thing as a moon, and so is Judy. That's a presupposition.
Is he saying that the moon has a predisposition to be full? No, he says he has precognition when the moon is full.
What? Priest just bit him? That's terrible.
Let me give you an example. I'm going to say a word, and I'm going to be thinking of a specific instance of that word. I want you to think of a specific instance as well. Ready? Apple. Are you all thinking of an apple? Okay.
Wow.
You over there. What color was the apple you were thinking of?
Red.
Okay, and what about you?
Red.
Mine was kind of purplish, and it glowed in the dark.
Interesting. Okay, I was actually thinking of a green apple. I like Granny Smith's. Now, you all understood the word I said. You understood me when I said apple, but we're thinking of different versions of reality. The map is not the territory.
What was that? A trap is not the road to a trap is not the road to glory. He said not to take a nap in a terror story.
There's a nap in the Paris quarry? They're going on a field trip.
Guys, words are the map. Words are the map. And the territory is whatever is really out there. That mysterious, unknown world we're trying to describe.
Everything we experience comes in through a lens of language. If the lens is, dirty or out of focus, then that's how we see the world. We have a tool called the meta model that helps us clean that lens.
We're going to clean up the land? No, we're going to build a metal model.
I used to be a metal model. I would paint myself silver and I'd stand on the corner.
All right, guys, meta means next to or beyond. So a meta model is a model of a model. It's a model of how we build a model of our reality using language, and it helps us find out where models are inaccurate.
I built a model once. I bet it was a mental model.
I built a model of a biplane, and Snoopy was in the cockpit.
Okay. The meta model helps us find deletions, distortions, and generalizations.
We're going to eat portions
Weapons of what? He wants to find generals in Asia. I didn't know they were missing.
Sorry we're late. Yeah. They kept sending us to the wrong room. Did you know there's a lumberjack conference going on? I can tell you, they are not okay. We saw them wearing high heels and bras, right?
Yeah.
It was weird.
You're here for NLP?
Yeah, numerological prediction.
Okay, this isn't numerology. It's neuro-linguistic programming. That's what NLP stands for.
But she can just do your numbers for you. I bet it works for you just as well. I mean, whatever you just said. I mean, it'll work for that.
I'm sorry, we're trying to teach a class here. You'd better keep looking for your numerology people.
Well, all right. Huh? That's how they feel?
Yeah.
I know. You know, I don't even have to do your numbers because I can tell you, they're twos. I think they're twos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're twos. You want to manipulate people because you weren't loved as children, right? Let's go.
Sorry about that. Now, are there any questions on what we've done so far?
Yeah. Were we supposed to bring our own brushes? I got some paint here, and it's like purple and it glows in the dark, and I got a fish for you.
Oh, and he's okay. He's okay. All night and he sleeps all day. Where's the and around in bars. Oh, NLP community.
This is now the present.
Oh.
Interior Day, Event Center, Stevenson College. A large multi-purpose room with a stage and projection screen on one wall, and a set of tables loaded with food and beverages on the other wall. The room is decorated with balloons and banners of various colors and packed with rows of folding chairs. Participants are gathered in animated clumps, eagerly awaiting for the festivities to begin.
40 years later, NLP is still a thriving concern. Thousands have participated in training courses, and they represent almost every nation in the world. The early disciples have become gurus in their own right and have attracted their own followings. The only problem is that, as with any new religion or science or body of learning, there are as many interpretations of the material as there are students.
Wow. I can't believe I'm really here.
Wow, yeah, I know what you mean. This traffic is a real nightmare, isn't it? Whoever designed that off-ramp into the fish hook thing should be shot.
No, I mean it's just amazing. I mean, the birthplace of NLP. I mean, I've always dreamed of being here.
Yeah, I had a lot of strange dreams last night. Beds here are just so damn uncomfortable.
No, it's hard to believe that NLP, 40 years old.
After 40 years, you'd think they'd found a place with more comfortable beds. Isn't this great? It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, I know, it sure is.
Unbelievable, all right. The traffic, the beds. No. I'm talking about the food. Lark's tongues, wren's livers, jaguar earlobes. Who would have thought? Here, try some. That's another thing that's unbelievable. I've never heard of eating lark's tongues and wren's livers. It's like something out of a Monty Python movie. When does the first session start? I wonder if I have time to sample some of the Tuscany fried bats.
Tuscany fried bats? Well, I think we have a few more minutes. I mean, there's still plenty of empty.
Yeah, I wish we don't have to put up with any of those bozos from IBNLP. I mean, that's the good thing about this venue.
The IBNLP?
Yeah, International Brotherhood of NLP. They think they're so high and mighty as if they're the only ones who really understand 6-frame reframing. 6-step reframing.
6 steps. I thought they had 7 steps.
Well, I'm a member of the IBNLP, and there are 9 steps now.
You were at IBNLP? Who let you in?
So who are you with? The BINLP?
The BINLP?
The Brotherhood of International NLP? A bunch of self-important, stuck-up, stick-in-the-mud? No fun at all.
Well, what? I don't hold with the BINLP. BINLP? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, who are you with then?
Wait, all they ever do is complain about everything.
Who are you with?
Me? Read the hat.
Oh! You're the NLPBI.
The NLPBI, NLP Brotherhood International. NLP Brotherhood International. We have nothing to do with those other groups. Nothing at all to do with any of those other.
Didn't you hear? The IBNLP recognized NLBPI just last year.
Maybe, but NLPBI doesn't recognize IBNLP.
Yes, you did. It's INLBP. We don't recognize.
INLPB?
The International NLP Brotherhood.
Bunch of blowhards.
No sense of ethics or professionalism.
Show on.
Look, I'm sure there must be some things that we all have in common. I mean, it is NLP, right?
Well, I suppose we all acknowledge the importance of presuppositions.
What are you talking about? Prepositions? They aren't that important. I mean, they do add information about time or location or direction of activity, but there's nothing special about them.
No, not prepositions, presuppositions.
No, NLPBI, we don't have any presuppositions.
I didn't know they even accepted pre-subscriptions, or I would have submitted mine ahead of time.
How about the principle that the map is not the territory? Surely we can agree on that.
Okay, right, but after Mappus got to the third story, then what?
Mappus?
Yeah, Mappus. The old Mappus, he's the one who trained me. He was trained by Joseph, who was trained by Jacob, who was trained by Mathan, who was trained by Eliezer, who was trained by Isaac, who was trained by Abraham, who was trained by Dilts, who was trained by Grinder.
And Nappus got to the third story?
Right, he took the road to glory.
And he didn't nap in a terror story?
Well, I've never heard of this Mappus, but it doesn't sound like he's teaching pure NLP.
In fact, he has the sandal that John Grinder wore when he taught his first class. He showed it to me.
Wow, he has the real sandal?
Certified.
Certified by whom? The NLBPI?
Why you say we're recognized by your fancy schmancy IBNLP?
I think that'll be revoked after I tell them that you think John Grinder wore sandals when he was teaching. Everyone knows he wore Doc Martens.
Yeah.
All right. I think you're starting to sound like one of those revisionist heretics from the INLPB.
INLBP? Those are fighting words, my friend. Let's take this outside.
All right, if you want to fight, you got one. Let's go.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, with everyone so committed to NLP, I can't believe all this small-minded bickering, you know? I thought NLP was going to make the world a better place by helping us to understand each other better. But everyone has to insist that their version of the truth is the only one that matters.
Yeah. God, I may have come a long way in 40 years.
I suppose we have.
Just saying. Everyone needs to laugh at us.
They did?
But now we have rights.
Rights?
Yeah, rights. The right to sleep all night, to work all day. Yeah. Who says a lumberjack can't wear high heels? And I'm wrong. Equal rights for lumberjacks. We're okay. Here, have a fish.
Brian's living room on Ponderosa Drive. He's seated on his comfortable couch, reading his Strategies of Genius book on Einstein. There's a bowl of pistachio nuts on the coffee table in front of him, along with a de rigueur glass of Pinot Grigio.
The year is 2015. More than 69 years have now passed since the bombing of Nagasaki launched the atomic age. The Cold War is over, but new conflicts continue to erupt around the world. In spite of the threat of nuclear warfare, the world is not really a more peaceful place. The population continues to increase. Global climate change is gathering speed. On the other hand, human beings have visited the moon and are continuing a vicarious exploration of other worlds through carefully designed robots. The entire world is connected by a communications network that allows ideas and information to be shared instantaneously. Polio, smallpox, and many other diseases are unpleasant memories. Was Albert Einstein right? Has science ended up doing more harm than good, or does the balance swing the other way? Even though the unified field theory remains out of reach, there's still hope. There's always hope, especially for those with simpler dreams.
Einstein completed the formulation of general relativity in 1915, exactly 100 years ago. He was only 36 years old. What was I doing when I was 36? Publishing tools for dreamers? Thinking about tools for the future? If I wonder if all of this was really worth it. I wonder if anyone really understands a single word I've written. Am I dreaming?
I hope so. Because, you know, when you start to dream, there really is no point in anything. The best ideas come from dreams, at least mine did, and also from playing the piano.
Was that enough, dreaming and playing that piano?
Well, it was a good start. I mean, without inspiration, you know, you got to nothing to work with, you know?
You're starting to sound like Ludwig van Drake.
Well, I hope that's a compliment.
Well, maybe Ludwig was supposed to sound like you, but it means this is definitely a dream. Anyway, what did you do when you were past 60? You had made your great discoveries and you had proof that they were correct.
Yeah, you mean the bomb?
Well, yeah, among other things.
Well, there's a bit of a mixed blessing, you know,
Right, but my question is that other people were taking your ideas and expanding on them, using them to do all kinds of things, including the bomb. What did you do? How did you...
How did I feel? I mean, what did I do? Well, I just kept working. I was looking for the unified field. I was hoping I would find it.
That's it? Just hope?
Well, you know, what else is there? You know, in the Greek myths, hope is the thing at the bottom of the Pandora's box. It's the thing, the last thing that comes flying out after all those horrible diseases and plagues and everything. You know, we still had hope. Sometimes I think scientists like that box of Pandora. You know, we opened it up, hoping to find the secrets of the universe, and we released horrible suffering.
But science also gives us hope. Hope of solving these problems and moving forward.
Hopes that there is something else at the bottom of this box. Something we missed. I was sure I missed something.
So your advice is...
Well, keep looking, you know, have hope. Auf Wiedersehen.
Wait, I have so many other questions to ask you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my favorite color is purple. Yeah. But that's it. I'm really not allowed to stay. Those are the rules.
This just isn't fair.
Okay.
It worked! I complained and you're back.
Yeah, I forgot. I have to give something to you.
Oh.
Also, I have to tell you, you know, when I was a young little kid, you know, my father would tell me when I had the trouble, you know, doing my math homework, I had a lot of trouble with math, you know. And he would say, you know, he would say in German, you know, you don't understand this, but he would say, schauen Sie immer auf die Sonnenseite des Lebens. And that means look on the bright side of life.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, you know, things are bad and you can get really mad. You know, and you can want to shout and curse. But when life gives you this mouthful of whistle, if you just start to whistle, you find it makes things better and not worse.
This is true.
So, I say, always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life.
Look on the bright side of life.
Look on the bright side. You know, life is a perfect gift when you look at it.
This is true.
It's filled with joy and family and friends.
Yes.
And, you know, you're going to find out that it's true, the acts of love you do are what will be remembered in the end. So, always look on the bright side of life.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side.
So sometimes we realize what we're really looking for all along wasn't fame or wealth or glory. It was really just a little validation.
You were brilliant.
And the casting was exquisite.
Students especially.
Amazing.
The students, we thought they were just.
Once we got mustaches.
And the artists were exceptional.
Oh, yes.
Macaroni
And all the scenes said.
I want it again!
We made a copy for you.
Try the special song at the end.
This has been a legend, the 60th birthday production.
Einstein said that, yeah. We had 2 Academy Award winning Einstein.
I know. Yes, Einstein.
That's Weinstein.
That's two Einstein.
Where is the video?
We have to find it. That would have been amazing.
Oh, I know the best. This is the best that we have.